Yeah, I think we've been working a lot on kind of getting closer to cage on shots. I know a lot of our team loves to kind of shoot from far out, but the more you can kind of change where the goalie's looking, where you're shooting from, the harder it's going to be for them to stop it. So we've been practicing that all the time. Scotty and Charlie have been giving me reps, and I think just making sure you're giving a tougher look on the goalie instead of just taking shots when you see them. So today, that was just kind of the goal, kind of get to cage, finish around the goalie, and thankfully it worked out pretty well. So, yeah.
Your team is helping you get to 7 goals tonight.
Yeah, they're awesome. I mean, a zone is all about teamwork, and I'm not scoring those goals in the middle without girls hitting me right on the stick where I can just turn and finish. So that was awesome. They were just hitting me when I was open, and when I wasn't, they weren't. So it's great to know that when I'm making effort through the middle, either to clear space or to kind of cut for ball, they're finding me, and credit goes to them as much as it does me. Not much of the goals were single goals. They were assisted, which is great, and I think it's hard for defenses when you're moving the ball like that.
What was the experience like going up against a goalie you've seen?
Yeah, she's awesome. She's in my grade, actually, so I've known her for years and years, and she's a great friend of mine, and tried to give her a hug before the game after the first goal, and that was the first time I got to see her up close. So it's awesome to play against friends and kind of wish them the best. Obviously, you have to compete, but it's fun to see familiar faces out on the field doing well, and she's been doing great all year, so it's kind of fun to play against her, and yeah, and congratulate her on what she's been doing so far.
And you got working in the circle and also in
Yeah.
the zone. How important is it for you to not just be making an impact offensively, but also helping the team defensively as well?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think I have no idea what I'm doing on the defensive end, but with the new rules, sometimes that's what ends up happening. You kind of cross over the line, and try my best to not get lost with my head cut off. But it is good to be able to kind of put that extra little aggressive 50-50 plays where you can get the ball, and on the circle is a good opportunity to do that. So it's fun to play with such great draw specialists and other people on the circle, and it's nice to have another kind of impact in another way. If I'm not scoring goals, it's good to kind of have an impact on other parts of the field.
And how have you seen yourself adjusting to the new rules as more games go on?
Yeah, it's different. I mean, the riding game's completely different. So obviously we have to pay attention to where we're riding, how we're riding, and have a lot of self-control. And I think our team's been adjusting really well as well as all the other teams in the country. But it's definitely different, and I think it's just about finding new ways to kind of still be aggressive, still try to get the ball back despite the restrictions in the 30s.
And for you, how important is it to start off the conference slate with the league?
Yeah, it's awesome. I think Big Ten's an amazing conference, and we're going to see a lot of really good teams, and it's great to come out and kind of play hard right off the bat, play a really good team and get a dub, and kind of start off the season with kind of a good win. And I know we're going to see great teams going forward, so it's good practice, and I'm excited to see what we got coming.
I held them to 4 goals in the second half. What was working for you guys defensively today?
I think we all were like super bought in, super aggressive, going out, taking chances. Any mistake, just like let it roll off, and I think that was like the glue today. We were just kind of playing really fearless. So.
And with Sammy out, there's been a lot of different players that have had an opportunity to step in and contribute. How have you seen your teammates step into an elevated role with one of your top defenders?
Yeah, I think Sammy's done a great job, even though she's not on the field. She's still really helping those new girls come in and kind of giving them any 2 cents that she has from being in that spot. And those girls are really stepping up. They're playing their heart out, and it's really great getting a bunch of different faces, new looks in there. So it's been great.
You guys had about a week to prepare for this game. How important was your preparation in scout in getting ready for today's conference opener?
It was pretty important. I mean, there's always like a fine line of focusing on ourselves and also the opponent that we're playing, but I think we did a lot of drills that really helped us execute on the defensive end this game.
And how do you guys think that you handled Ava Angelo, one of the top young players in the conference?
I thought we did a pretty good job, yeah. Just getting on our hands, getting out, being ready to switch whenever, because they set a lot of picks, and kind of just focus on every single set.
And you've gotten to play alongside Kendall Halper for a very long time. What does she bring to the field every time she steps on?
I think she just brings like a total fearless vibe. She just goes out there and plays hard, and she always has my back, and I really love playing with her, so it's pretty awesome to have her down there.
And Molly had 4 saves in the third quarter. You guys pitched a shutout in that quarter. How important has she been between the players this season?
She's awesome. She's really great. Just like how hard she works, coming up with some sick clutch saves is like always a bonus, but I think she's really reliable and consistent, and I'm really grateful for her. So.
And for you, how important is it to start off the conference slate with a victory?
It's great. Like and just got to keep plugging away. I think even though we won, there's a lot of things we know we can improve on, and just happy that we fought till the end.
And at this juncture, what have you learned about the team thus far in the season?
I think we have created our identity, and that we're gonna fight when our back's against the walls, that we don't give up, and that anyone be ready for anything, because this team's changing, it's dynamic, and everyone has something really special to offer no matter what your role is.
For you guys to have forged an identity like that at this point in the season, how much potential do you guys have to grow as you head into more conference play and tournament play daily?
Yeah, I think we have a ton. Each game we get a lot of data, and we're able to reflect. I think Kelly really preaches that, and it's really important that we're constantly looking back at how we played, where's the gap, where we can grow better. So every time we get to play, it's just another opportunity to analyze ourselves and see what we can be doing better.
If you as a defender to go up against players like Izzy Scane, Aaron Carleigh, Madison Taylor, and name a few in practice, how helpful is that for you once you get to game 2?
It's the best. I'm playing against the best attackers in the country, and they make me work, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to guard them, defend them. They push me, and they're what makes our defense so great as well.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Coach Izzy had 7 goals on 9 shots today. What do you see that was working for her against Hopkins today?
Yeah, I mean, I think she just had a real focused effort in the practice setting with her shooting and how she was going to attack that. I know she worked closely with Scott and Charlie, and so I just think, she came in and she really dialed in on what she needed to do to be successful, and, she struck early and often, so that was good.
And how have you guys been able to pretty much produce a fast start in every game this season?
I just think it's a mentality of wanting to put your best effort forth right from the beginning, not waiting for something to happen for you to turn up to your best effort. So just really focusing in on your best effort, and there was ebbs and flows in the game, but I was proud of the way the team responded each time. I think the offense and the defense and the draw team really had each other's backs. So when there was a mistake at one end, the other end would really step up. So that was huge, and that's important when you're in these tight games, especially conference games.
And you continue to plug in new players on the defensive end in place of with Sammy out. How do you think your defense is stepping up with Sam's side?
Yeah, I thought the D played well today. Hopkins is an incredible team, obviously so well coached, and their offense is really high pace, and there's a lot going on, so you have to be really focused. And we talked a lot about that this week. We talked a lot about that with our effort, and so I just think it's super important that we continue to have that focus going forward, because our conference is really strong, and we're going to see that from week to week.
And you have any updates on the season down the road?
No, I don't have any timeline updates, but she's just focusing in on rehabbing and getting better.
And you guys were facing one of the top young attackers in the country, Angela. How do you think your defense really contained them today?
Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job. I know Kendall got off a good charge there at the end of the game. She's just a huge weapon, really tough to stop with her size and everything. So I think we really focused in on playing good team defense, and we were able to do that today.
And you guys held them scoreless in the third quarter. How much did that team defense play a role in getting that third quarter shutout?
It was huge. We talked a lot at the halftime on some adjustments that we wanted to make, and I think the girls really went out there and executed that, and we were able to get some caused turnovers and go forward.
And Abby Lacrosse now has 3 goals in the last 2 games. She's starting to see a lot more time in these past few games. How have you seen her really step up now in her sophomore year?
Yeah, I think she just has a lot more confidence. She's just ready to play, and she's very crafty on the field, so she's finding the gaps, whether it be off ball or with the ball. So just really looking forward to seeing her continue to progress.
And Maddie Smith got a lot of time in the draw circle today. How did she do on the draw, and how did Maddie Taylor do in helping her in the circle?
Yeah, I think that Maddie Taylor was just dominant on the circle today. Maddie Smith, she came in and was really fresh and was able to execute. And I'm really, really proud of her. She actually was able to play against Hopkins in the fall for the USA team, and I think she's improved a lot since then, and so I'm really just proud of her effort today and her focus.
And for you, how important is it to start off the conference league with a win?
Yeah, I mean, I think every game counts, and we have to take it really one game at a time. Anytime you play a conference game, it's going to be a battle. That's what you have to expect, and that was no different today. Hopkins fought hard right till the last whistle, and that's what other teams are going to do. That's what Penn State's going to do on Friday night. So we have to really expect that and be ready for it.
And at this point in the season, now you started conference play. What else have you learned about this team so far?
I think that we have a lot of great people that can play lacrosse, and they're really meshing well together. They're kind of learning who we are as a team, and that's what it's about. It's about having fun, getting better every single day, and trying to just be the best version of yourself.
And we spoke about this last week, but you got to coach against Tim on the same sideline. You were playing against Madison Doucette. What was that like for you?
I just have incredible respect for them. Jill Girardi as well is on that sideline. Tim has done such an amazing job with the program. He truly is a great mind of lacrosse and one of the greatest people that I know. So just so much respect for him and his program and, how they are developing it.
Thank you so much, Coach.
No problem. Thanks.